Thank you to my coaches and teammates. I really enjoyed playing with you the last few years. Senior, Clay Thomas. Dalton Kyle. Dalton is supported by his parents, Lloyd, and meeting time. This is Dalton's second year on varsity. Dalton is involved with NHS, School Alpha Beta, and PTSA while in Georgetown, and is a co-captain on the basketball team. Dalton worked extremely hard to earn a class rank of 8 at PHS, and has been accepted to the University of Texas at Austin. Dalton would like to say thank you to my parents for being in all of my games, supporting my basketball and academic career. Thank you to my coaches and teammates for the last 4 years. This has been a lot of fun, and I wouldn't trade this for anything. Senior, Dalton Kyle. Chance Teeley. Chance is supported by his parents, Danny and Tiffany Teeley, and his sisters, Jamie and Brianna. This is Chance's second year on varsity. Chance is undecided on the college he'd like to attend. Chance would like to say, the reason I'm here is because of my parents. They are the best I could ask for. Senior, Chance Steele. Garrett Campbell. Garrett is escorted by his mom and dad, Stacy Campbell. This is Garrett's third year on varsity. Garrett is involved with PALS and student council at Georgetown High and is co-captain on the basketball team. Garrett is undecided on his future endeavors. He would like to thank his parents for always supporting him no matter where life takes him. Senior, Garrett Campbell. The coaches would also like to thank the parents for their continued support on and off the court. You've taken on many different roles while raising your boys. You've been doctors, nurses, role models, mentors, disciplinarians, coaches, taxi cab drivers, cleaners, waiters, waitresses. Most of all, we've been loving parents. The coaching staff thanks you and could not get through the season without you. Thank you, and enjoy the game.
Welcome to this special Valentine's Day edition of Georgetown Eagle basketball on SATN Sports. Tonight, the Georgetown Eagles host the Bastrop Bears in District 18 play. We go live courtside with Wally Arnold for the call of tonight's ball game here on SATN Sports.
And welcome into SHN Sports broadcast of Georgetown Eagle basketball. I'm Wally Arnold here in the Eagles nest in Georgetown High School alongside Nathan Height. On cameras and Jerry and Harmon running the computer tonight for me, my wife here on Valentine's Day. And what a night. The seniors being honored here. We'll go over senior night and tell a little bit about each of the four seniors here on the Georgetown Eagle team. But a big game tonight. A win tonight. A loss by Cedar Creek against Manor guarantees that Georgetown will finish at least third in the district. Manor needs to win their last two to guarantee second. But Georgetown can guarantee third tonight with a win and a Hutto win. A Hutto win over Cedar Creek in Cedar Creek. So a big night in the game to just solidify positions because a lot of unknowns exist in District 17. It looked like there's a mashup for second, third, and fourth. I was talking to Coach Canfield earlier. There is a mashup between second, third, and fourth positions in District 17 who we will face up against in the first round of the playoffs. And so it's going to be between, it looks like Conley, Glenn, or Weiss. And so preparations have already been started depending on how they finish out in their district. Tonight, your Eagles take on the Bastrop Bears. The first time they faced off in district play this year was at Bastrop. Nathan Hyde and I were there, and it was just a crazy game. But the Eagles pulled out a tough 55-50 win on the road, and so another win tonight just solidifies that third place and a guarantee playoff game on the 25th of February. Senior night. Welcome to the game. The Bastrop Bears, your Eagles. Before we begin, let's talk about our seniors. First, Clay Thomas, who is escorted tonight. His parents, Corbin and Tiffany Thomas, and his sister, Georgia. It was Clay's first year on varsity. He's involved with NHS here at Georgetown High School and has been a great addition to this year's team. Clay plans on going to Texas State after high school, where he will study marketing. Clay would like to say thank you to his parents for coming to all his games and supporting him for the last 4 years. And he wants to thank his coaches and teammates. He really enjoyed playing with them the past few years. And senior Clay Thomas, the one that I love to refer to as Mr. Dipsy-Doo. He goes into the lane, and he does not fear the size. He'll make things happen, go up and under, and try to make the layup and make the shot. And Clay Thomas in the starting lineup as well tonight for your Eagles. Next, Dalton Kyle. He was escorted by his parents, Boyd and Mimi Kyle. Dalton's second year on varsity. He is involved in NHS, Mu Alpha Theta, and PTSA while at Georgetown, and he is a co-captain on the varsity basketball team. He's worked extremely hard, earning a class rank of number 8 at Georgetown High School and has been accepted to the University of Texas at Austin. Dalton would like to say thank you to his parents for being at all his games and supporting his basketball and academic career, and he wants to thank his coaches and teammates for the last 4 years. There's been a lot of fun. This has been a lot of fun. I wouldn't trade it for anything. Number 20, senior Dalton Kyle. As the captains meet at the center court right now with the three referees. As you see on the video here, 9 minutes, 30 seconds left in our warm-ups. Next senior, Chance Teeley. He was escorted by Danny and Tiffany Teeley and his sisters Kaylee and Brianna. Chance's second year on varsity. Chance is undecided on the college he would like to attend, but he would like to say, the reason I'm here is because of my parents. They are the best I could ask for. Number 10, senior Chance Teeley. And the last senior being honored tonight, number 3, Garrett Campbell. He was escorted by his mom and dad, Stacy and Stacy Campbell. It's Garrett's third year on varsity. He's involved with PALS and student council at Georgetown High School and is the other co-captain on the basketball team. Garrett is undecided in his future endeavors. He would like to thank his parents for always supporting him no matter where his life takes him. Senior number 3, Garrett Campbell. Leading us to the starting lineup for your Eagles tonight. Just one change in the lineup. Coach Canfield will start all 4 seniors He is going to have Clay Thomas in the lineup, number 23. Number 20, Dalton Kyle. 10, Chance Teeley. 3, Garrett Campbell. And number 30, the big man, Landry Woods. And we'll go over that for certain here in just a second as we look at the starting lineup for the Bastrop Bears. The Bastrop Bears will start with guard, a sophomore, number 10, Noah Tyson. They'll have a senior forward, number 12, Julian Miller. A senior guard, number 22, Justin Reese. In the middle, a junior, number 23, Luciano Stasuli. And another forward, a sophomore, number 34, JoJo Overton. I remember JoJo had a big game for the Bears coming in off the bench the first game while we were at Bastrop, and he has now cracked the starting lineup along with Justin Reese as well, who did not start at the Bastrop game. So we'll go over the correct way for the Georgetown starting lineup. At guard, a 5'11 senior, number 3, Garrett Campbell. A 6'2 wing, a senior, number 10, Chance Teeley. A 6'1 forward, senior, number 20, Dalton Kyle. A 6'1 senior guard, number 23, Clay Dipsy Doo Thomas. And the big man starting tonight, a 6'6 junior at post, number 30, Landry Woods. We have a three-member officiating crew tonight here for the ball game, and so you want the seniors to lead the way for the Eagles tonight, but more importantly, you want the team to stay on the winning way. They went through a 3-game skid against Manor, Hutto, and Cedar Creek, and then they turned it back around against Eastview the other night with a big win here at home in the Battle of the San Gabriel. So they want to keep that momentum going as they prepare for the playoffs, in which they have already guaranteed themselves a spot. But they have 2 games remaining in district play. You cannot look past Bastrop. You cannot look past Elgin. And we have to play on the road next Tuesday at Elgin. And so important to stay focused, important to stay in the right frame of mind, and to push forward for the last two victories to get just all that momentum going for the playoff run. We'll take a quick timeout. Enjoy a break here before we get started. They go through the starting lineups and everything here on the court. And we'll be back with more Georgetown Eagle basketball on SHN Sports.
Georgetown Eagle basketball brought to you by Realtor Amy Waring, your local real estate connection that is a positive, helpful partner for buying or selling a home. Call Amy at 512-255-1060 or find her online at bunnyflonde.com. BUNNYFLONDE.com. And Stacy Campbell of Cutco, an American original since 1949. Cutco is the largest manufacturer of kitchen cutlery in the United States and Canada. And by God's Country RV Park. Go Eagles! Georgetown Eagle basketball brought to you in part by Mimi and Boyd Kyle, Corbin Thomas, Robin and Jeffrey Knight, David and Yvonne Woods, and Laura Woods.
Welcome back to SHN Sports presentation of Georgetown Eagle basketball. They're introducing the Eagles right now here on the court. Their starting lineup, a change in the starting lineup for Bastrop, as number 3, Isaac Rodella, will start in place of number 34, JoJo Overton. So we listen in as Landry Woods introduced, starting in the spot. So the starters for the Bastrop Bears tonight be number 12 Miller, 22 Reese, 23 Stasuli, 10, Tyson. And number 3, Isaac Rodella. So we'll stay on top of that, see what happens with Overton not starting. He'll come off the bench. And so now we go to a little bit smaller lineup with Rodella. He's quite a bit shorter than the JoJo Overton. So we'll see what happens here. Landry Woods to Sully up in the air for the tip. Woods tips it. Thiele tips it back into the hands of Kyle. Georgetown has the ball. And they start right to left. As you see it in your mind's eye view. Campbell right wing, left wing Thiele. Left baseline, Kyle. He drives in, kicks it now to Woods right baseline. Picks up the dribble, skip past to Clay Thomas. He'll take the left wing three-pointer up off the back iron. No good. Rebound, Garrett Campbell. Kicks it to Woods. Woods dribbles in. Now back to Thomas. He'll back it out. Restart the offense. Campbell, right wing into the hands of Thiele. Thiele holds there. Up top, Galton Kyle. Left wing, Campbell. Campbell holds movement. Man-to-man defense for the Bears. Starting out, Thiele up top. Looks to drive on the shorter Reese. All the way in. Left-hander off the rim. No good. Rebound by Stasuli. Here come the Bears. Reese, outlet into the hands of Tyson, left wing. Tyson looks for Miller. Gets it to him. Back to Rodella on the left wing. He'll drive again. And stop, pop from the left baseline. About a 10-foot jumper. Rodella starts the scoring out. Nice 2-point jumper and a 2-0 lead for Bastrop with 7 minutes left in the first quarter. Left wing, Thomas has it for the Eagles. The Eagles in the all-white home jerseys. Thomas down on the left block against Reese. Spins, kicks it back up top. Thiele, 3-ball on the way. Good! Chance Thiele knocks down the first three-pointer of the ball game for the Eagles. And the Eagles take the quick 3-2 lead. Tyson across the timeline, center of the court, man-to-man defense for the Eagles. Rodella, left wing, dribbles up top, right wing, Reese. Reese dribbles, now kicks it back to Stasuli. He dribbles to the middle, and the little weave up top. Tyson drives in, a little floater up off the rim, no good. Batted around into the hands of Stasuli. Rodella dribbles down to the left baseline. He'll hand it to Tyson. Three-pointer on the way. The lefty knocks it down. Noah Tyson with a three-pointer. And a 5-3 lead now for the Bears with 6:09 left in the first quarter. Campbell looks to drive, kicks it in the hands of Thomas. Now back up top, Kyle. He'll drive on Miller, loses it, gets it back. Thiele up top. He looks to drive, spins in the middle. He's going to throw it up, but he's going to be whistled for the travel. And it'll be a turnover on the Eagles. Bastrop gets the ball back with 5:59 in the quarter, in the first quarter remaining. And a 2-point lead, 5-3, Bears lead it. Tyson has it, dribbling against the half-court pressure. Gets it into the hands of Reese. He was out of bounds, not called there. Rodella, left wing. He'll fire a three, and Rodella knocks that one down. So Rodella with 5 quick points. And a 5-point lead for the Bears, 8-3 with 5:35 left in the first quarter. Campbell dribbles against Rodella up top. He'll back up near the midcourt stripe. Reset the offense for the Eagles. Thomas, left wing, has it there. Gets a screen from Kyle. Dribbles it all the way in. Does his little left-handed layup off the backboard. No good. Into the hands of Reese. Here come the Bears. Tyson, left wing. Quickly looking for Stasuli. Stasuli travels there. He faked a pass and took a couple of steps. He's whistled. Turnover Bears. And the Eagles get the ball back, trailing by 5 with 5:15 left in the first quarter. Campbell will bring it up. He'll be met across the timeline by Rodella. Man-to-man defense still for the Bears. Right wing Thomas has it there to a cutting Campbell. All the way in. Couple of pump fakes. Stasuli up in the air. It's going to be whistled on the floor. Stasuli fouls Campbell, but not in the act of shooting. It done a great pump fake by Campbell. Stasuli gets his first team foul for the Bears. Inbound into Woods on the right baseline. Right wing has it. Thomas back to Thiele. Goes back down to Woods on the right block. He turns to the middle. Jump shot up. Rattles it home. Landry Woods coming up a 16-point performance. Knocks in his first two. Cuts the lead back to 3. 8-5. Bastrop leads early in the ballgame with 4:40 left in the first quarter. Bastrop across the timeline. Tyson double teamed by Thiele and Thomas. Now skip past the left side to Reese. In the hands of Rodella. Now down to Miller. He drives in, kicks it back to Tyson. He'll fire the left-handed three-point shot. Off the rim, no good. He chases down his rebound. Shot up. Woods blocks it. Miller gets it back, and he goes up under the rim for the right-handed layup and gets the bucket. Miller's first two of the ball game. And a 5-point lead for Bastrop again. 10-5 with 4:10 left in the first quarter. Motion offense being run here. Thiele wide open, top of the key. He'll stop, pop the three, but he's fouled. And that's on Stasuli. Luciano Stasuli picks up a quick second foul. Assistant coach on the bench, Marcus Jones, not happy with Stasuli. A big foul there. That sends Thiele for the line for 3 free throws. Knocks down the first free throw. Cuts the lead back to 4. Second free throw, nothing but net for Thiele. Cuts it to 3, 10-7. As Jace Knight checks into the ballgame for Landry Woods at the 4:07 mark. Thiele readies at the free throw line for his third and final free throw, and nothing but net as well. And it cuts it back to a 2-point lead now for the Bears. Full court pressure by the Eagles. Reese has it, dribbles against pressure, gets it in the middle of the court to Miller. Miller gets it now into the hands of Tyson, back to Rodella. He dribbles to the left wing against man-to-man pressure now. The Eagles drop back. Rodella dribbles down to the left baseline. He'll take up about a 15-foot jumper, knock it down. Isaac Rodella is hot early. That's his 7th point of the ball game. Back to a 4-point lead with 3:40 left in the first quarter. 12-8. Bastrop leads it early on. Campbell against man-to-man pressure on the right side. Now left side, Clay Thomas. He'll dribble on Reese to the right side. Looking for Campbell. Picks up his dribble. Gets it to Kyle left wing. Kyle dribbles back up top. Into the hands of Jace Knight, right wing. Knight dribbles against JoJo Overton, who's checked in for Stasuli. Into the middle, and he'll go up. They're going to whistle it. See what they call here. 2 whistles came at the same time. They're going to consult. And they're going to whistle a travel on Jace Knight. Near side official over here had it consulted and went with his call. That'll be a turnover on the Eagles. 3:14 left in the first quarter. Tyson has the ball, dribbles across the timeline, floats it to Reese, left wing. He dribbles in, picks it up, now kicks it up top to Rodella. Rodella on the left wing now for the Bears, dribbles against Campbell, kicks it out to Tyson. He'll fire the right wing 3, hard off the back rim, no good. Rebound by Thomas, and he's fouled by Tyson. He had Chance Thiele streaking down the court. Tyson will pick up his first personal foul, 3rd team foul. For the Bears, Kyle will inbound about midcourt, into the backcourt in the hands of Garrett Campbell. Campbell dribbles up against Rodella. Top of the key, right wing, Jace Knight has the ball there. Covered by JoJo Overton. He'll dribble and look up top into the hands of Thiele. Thiele will drive on Tyson, loses the ball, slapped away. Jace Knight gets it. He'll kick it to Kyle, back to Campbell left wing. He'll dribble in the lane, run up floater off the back rim, but he's going to be fouled, and that's going to be on Tyson. Another foul on Tyson quickly. That's his 2nd personal. 4 team fouls. And so now you've got 2 starters for the Bears with 2 fouls early here in the first half, in the first quarter. As Campbell goes to the free throw line for 2 free throws, knocks down the first free throw. And a substitution in the game. Dwayne Jackson, number 2, a sophomore, in for the Bears, replacing Justin Reese. Campbell knocks down the 2nd free throw as well. And back to a 2-point ball game. Bastrop leads 12-10 with 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Jackson up top to Rodella, and now he'll dribble to the left side. Hits Overton at the free throw line. He spins there, guarded by Jace Knight. Looks to the left wing, gets it to Rodella, fakes the 3. Drives, now backs out. Looking to drive on Campbell, gets it to Tyson. Tyson dribbles a little bit, back to Rodella, left baseline. He'll fire a quick 3. Isaac Rodella knocks it down. 10 points in the first quarter for Rodella, and a 5-point lead for the Bears. Still by Tyson. He dribbles down, bounce pass to Miller. He goes up and gets it in transition. Coach Canfield will call the timeout after a quick transition bucket for Miller. Moves it to a 7-point lead, 17-10 here in the first quarter. A 30-second timeout called by Coach Canfield. Not happy with that as Thiele, the ball stolen by Tyson from behind. Tyson drives down and then makes a nice bounce pass to Miller, who was running the floor. He gets the layup. Moves it to a 7-point lead. First whistle as the team's whistled out now. So we'll see what we've got left here in the first quarter. 1 minute, 54 seconds. This is where Coach Canfield calls his first timeout. Clay Thomas, Jace Knight, Garrett Campbell, Chance Thiele, and Dalton Kyle on the court for the Eagles. And another substitution for the Bears. Number 1, Justin Shute into the ball game. Right wing Thiele has the ball. Covered by Tyson. He'll dribble. Now up top into the hands of Jace Knight. Left wing Kyle down low to Campbell, who's up against a much shorter Shute. He fakes, drives up, throws it up off the rim. No good. Shute tries to get the rebound, but it loses it between his hands, off his head, out of bounds. Shute, a senior guard for the Bastrop Bears, and for his first action, replaced Rodella. Kyle has the ball, right wing into the hands of Thomas. Now Thiele in the right baseline, looking for the post up, gets it back up top to Thomas. Left wing, Dalton Kyle. He throws it. It's batted by Miller, out of bounds. So the Eagles will have to reset after the deflection. Dalton Kyle will inbound here on the left sideline. Into the backcourt to Garrett Campbell. Campbell will come across the timeline. Pass, shoot, all the way in. Dump it to Jace Knight. Layup on the left side. Uncontested. Nice 2-point bucket there by Knight. Assist to Campbell. 17-12 now. Miller gets it, middle of the court. Down to Joe Overton. Baseline jumper about 8 foot is good. Overton's first bucket. The transition offense working well for the Bears early on. 19-12, 7-point lead. Campbell top of the key. Left baseline into the hands of Kyle. He looks to drive in, gets it to Campbell. But it's out of bounds. He had an established position back in. And another sub for the Bears. It'll be another senior, number 4, Jared Proctor. He replaces Tyson for the Bears. So a lot of subs. Looks like everybody has been into the ballgame now for the Bears, with Proctor coming in for Tyson. Overton has it at the free throw line. Drives down to the base, right block. Throws it up against Kyle. No good. Rebound Clay Thomas. He'll dribble up across the timeline. Down low to Jace Knight. Back to Thiele. Right baseline. Three-pointer. Air ball into the hands of Campbell. He'll go up the glass. Is good. Garrett Campbell knocks down that 2-point bucket. Cuts the lead back to 5. 19-14 with 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Bastrop leads by 5 as Jackson dribbles up the court. Right wing to shoot, down to Overton or right baseline. Back to shoot, right block, down low to Miller. He backs up off the glass and gets it up and in. Miller with his 6-point, 7-point lead with 2 seconds left. Knight fires a 3 from the right corner. Jackson goes to try to block it. Hits the arm of Knight. That's going to be a foul on Jackson. But more importantly, that sends Jace Knight to the free throw line for 3 free throws. The 5th team foul against the Bastrop Bears. So the rest of the Eagles will back out with only 0.2 seconds left on the clock. Jace Knight's first free throw is good. Second free throw, nothing but net for Knight. Cuts it back to 5, 21-16. And the third free throw on the way, nothing but net. So the ball inbounded. 21-17 as we end the first quarter. The Bastrop Bears lead it by 4 behind the hot shooting of Isaac Rodella. Rodella, the junior guard, late entry into the starting lineup, and he did the most damage with 10 of the 21 points for the Bears in the first quarter. 3 points for Tyson, 6 for Miller, 2 for Overton, and 10 for Isaac Rodella there in that first quarter for the Bears. So a good start for Rodella and the Bears as they maintain a 4-point lead going into the second quarter. Campbell for the Eagles had 4, Thiele with 6, Woods with 2, and Jace Knight with 5 off the bench. The only sub in the quarter for your Eagles was Jace Knight. So look to see who the teams come out with now. Aaron Bazell checks in for the first time tonight alongside Cade Lachlan and Joseph Waring. So it'll be Campbell, Lachlan, Bazell, Waring, and Landry Woods back in for the Eagles. Jackson, Proctor, Rodella, Overton, and Stasuli for the Bears. Left wing, Rodella has it. Gets a pick from Stasuli. It's going to be an illegal pick, and that's going to be a third personal on Luciano Stasuli. His third personal, 16th foul. Eagles get the ball back. Lachlan, right wing. Goes up top to Landry Woods at the three-point line. Left wing Waring into Garrett Campbell. Looks down low. Now back up top. Bizzell will fire the straight on three. Off the back of the iron. High for the rebounds to Sully. Bears have it with 7:30 left in the first half. Rodella brings it across the timeline, center of the court. Man-to-man defense still for the Eagles. Rodella dribbles, kicks it to Proctor. He'll fire a quick three, and he'll knock it down from the right baseline as he celebrates his first points of the ball game. And the three-point bucket gives another 7-point lead back to the Bears. 24-17 with 7:10 left in the first half. Man-to-man defense for the Eagles, or for the Bears. Nice backdoor cut by Lachlan. Campbell finds him, and a 2-point bucket for Lachlan. His first two, cuts it back to 5. 24-19 with 6:55 left in the half. Proctor across the timeline into the hands of Overton, left wing. Thinks about the three. Now he'll hand it to Jackson up top. He drives in, and he's fouled there by Bizzell. It'll be on the floor. Bizzell picks up his first personal and the first team foul for the Eagles. The Bears will set back up underneath their own bucket. Proctor will inbound for the Bears. 6:48 left in the half. Rodella, left wing, has the ball from the inbound pass. He'll dribble there. Cuts back and forth, kicks it up top to Jackson. He'll drive all the way in. It's up, block. Landry Woods back into the hands of Rodella. He'll fire the three-pointer, left wing. No good. Up and over the backboard. And it'll be out of bounds as it cleared the backboard all the way back out. The Eagles get the ball back, trailing by 5. 6:30 left in the first half. Campbell across the timeline. Now to Bizzell. Right wing into the hands of Lachlan. Looks to get it low, does against Woods. Woods posted up on the right block against Stasuli, and he tries to take a step. Stasuli backed away. They call the travel on Woods. So a turnover for the Eagles. As here come the Bears, have the ball back. 6:15 left in the half. Jackson, he'll dribble across the timeline, right wing to Rodella. Rodella now Overton, right baseline. Back to Proctor, right wing. He'll dribble against Cade Lachlan there. Goes down low to Overton. He posts up, spins to his left. Up off the glass, no good. Rebound, Joseph Waring. Here come the Eagles. Garrett Campbell gets the handoff. Comes across the timeline. He dribbles in, kicks out. Waring, wide open right wing three-pointer. Good! Joseph Waring gets his first points of the ball game, a three-pointer. And a big one. Cuts it back to a 2-point lead now for the Bears. 24-22 with 5:40 left in the first half. Rodella hands to Jackson on the right wing. He'll dribble there against Bizzell. He drives all the way in, and there's going to be a whistle on the floor here. Going to call it on Bizzell. That'll be Bizzell's second personal. And the second team foul for the Eagles. Miller and Tyson back into the ball game, replacing Proctor and Overton for the Bears. 5:36 left in the first half. Jackson inbounds to Rodella, right wing. He's covered by Waring. Gives it back to Jackson. He'll drive again. Now kicks it left wing to Stasuli. Stasuli drives in the middle lane, stops, kicks it to Rodella, right wing. He dribbles, stops, extended low, free throw line. Off the bank, off the backboard, good for the two. Extends it back to a 4-point lead. Quickly back down. The Eagles in transition. Hit Cade Lachlan, left wing, drives all the way in, and the layup, good. Cade Lachlan with his second bucket. Back to a 2-point lead. Quickly back down are the Bears. And Tyson tries the left-handed running hook against a taller Waring. It's no good, and he's whistled for the travel. Turnover Bears as Justin Reese checks back into the ballgame, replacing Jackson for the Bears. 5 minutes left in the first half, 26-24. Bears lead it by 2. Campbell across the timeline, left wing, hands it to Lachlan. He'll dribble across right wing, back cut by Waring. He'll get it to block, up, in. Nice stop and pop there by Waring, up off the glass. Good. It's 5 quick points in the half, or in the quarter. Evens the ball game. 26-26. 4:40 left in the half. Tyson dribbles against Waring. Now up top to Justin Reese. Switch on the pick. Now Waring covers the shorter Reese. Hands to Rodella, top of the key. Rodella thinks about the NBA three, fakes it. Now he'll drive in. A little floater is up, and he runs over a well-positioned Cade Lachlan. The floater no good. Lachlan picks up the charge. Rodella picks up his first personal foul, the player control. And the Eagles get the ball back. 4:20 left in the first half. 26-26, even score. Down low, Bizzell posted against the shorter Reese. Left block goes up strong. and gets the bucket off the glass. Bazell's first 2 of the ball game, and Georgetown's first lead of the second quarter. 28-26 with 4 minutes left in the first half. Reese up top, now right wing into the hands of Miller. Now to Luciano Stasuli. He drives in right blocked by Landry Woods. But they're going to call the foul on the shot on Woods. Woods gets his first personal foul. Only the third team foul on the Eagles, but that sends Stasuli to the free throw line for the first free throws of the ball game for the Bears. Off the front of the rim, no good. Stasuli readies at the free throw line again. Off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound over the head of Woods, into the hands of Miller. Down to Stasuli, now to Rodella, right wing. He'll fire a 3, but they're going to whistle the foul on Bazell, and that's going to be Aaron Bazell's third personal foul of the first half. It's going to be a 3 free throw foul for Rodella. First free throw from Rodella is good. Cuts the lead to 1 now for the Eagles, 28-27. Second free throw is also nothing but net. A tie ball game as you see Dalton Kyle and Jace Knight come into the ball game for the Eagles, replacing Aaron Bazell and Landry Woods. 3:53 left in the first half. A tie score, 28-28. Rodella knocks down the third free throw to take a 1-point lead for the Bears, 29-28. Campbell will bring the ball up the court across the timeline left side. Picks up the dribble, kicks it right side to Knight. Knight readies there. Gets it in the hands of Waring, left side, back to the right side of Kyle. Lots of movement against the man-to-man defense, making the Bears run, pull all over the half-court set. Campbell in the right wing. He'll dribble all the way in. Gets the left-handed bucket up off the rim, off the backboard in the rim, kind of roll. And Campbell, his first 2 of the second quarter. And a 1-point lead for the Eagles. Back down quickly to the Bears. Miller down to the right block. Now he's double-teamed. Picked up his dribble there. Kicks it up top to Sasuli off his hands. Campbell with the steal. He'll dribble back down against Rodella. Goes up hard off the glass. No foul called. And a great take by Campbell. And that's going to bring a full timeout by Coach Will Burkett of the Bears. Garrett Campbell working hard. Gets his second bucket in a row. Extends the lead to 3. But it's going to be a 30-second timeout by Coach Burkett. Campbell, 2 good takes there for the Eagles. Could have been a foul called on Rodella on the contact, but Campbell went up strong, used the backboard, and got the 2-point bucket. The 3-point lead for the Eagles, 32-29. Here in the second quarter. Coach Burkett using his first timeout of the half. 3:09 mark. Eagles come out with Campbell, Lachlan, Knight, Waring, and Kyle on the court. The Bears have Tyson, Reese, Rodella, Miller, and Overton, who's come in for Stasuli. Reese to the left wing, up top, Tyson. Into the hands of Miller on the right wing, up top, Reese. Dribbles against Campbell, stop and pop from the left elbow, off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound, Joseph Waring rips it away into the hands of Kyle. Eagles push it up across the timeline, right side. Kyle into the hands of Jace Knight. He holds there. Now he'll dribble towards the right wing to the free throw line. Ball stolen from behind by Reese. He'll dribble all the way down. They're going to get him on a double dribble. The ball came out from behind. So it's going to be a turnover. As Coach Burkett argues with one of the referees. They call the double dribble there. And so the Eagles get the ball back, inbounded by Kyle in front of his own bench into the hands of Campbell. 2:35 left in the first half. 3-point lead for the Eagles, 32-29. Kyle has it on the right side. Tries to hit Lachlan on a cutting pass. Knocked away by Reese into the hands of Miller. Here come the Bears on the still into the hands of Rodella left wing. He'll pop the three-pointer. It's up off the rim, no good. Rebound Miller against Lachlan. He backs him down. No good. He kicks it back out in the hands of Tyson right wing. He'll dribble down the right baseline. Dump it to Miller. He goes up strong and gets the 2-point bucket. Miller with his 8th point of the ball game. Cuts the lead back to 1 for the Eagles. 32-31 with 2 minutes left in the half. Campbell has it up top. Dribbles there. Now he'll drive all the way in. Looks to kick it out. Does. Skip pass. Kyle, right wing. Now to Jace Knight at the free throw line. He drives in. Up the glass. No good. Lachlan with the rebound. He gets it. Puts it back in. His 6th point of the quarter. Moves it back to a 3-point lead. 34-31. 1:40 left in the half. Bears quickly across the timeline. Reese up top. Right wing into the hands of Overton. Overton holds there. Back up top to Reese. He'll fire an NBA three-pointer. High arcing. No good. Off the front of the rim. Waring gets the rebound. He'll push it up across the timeline. Back to the middle of the court. Hits Jace Knight left wing. Thinks about the three. He'll hold up there. Back to Waring, top of the key. And he's going to be fouled there by Miller. He dribbles around him. Miller didn't move the feet. He gets whistled for the call. And that'll be a first foul on Miller. And the 8th foul against the Bastrop Bears. That'll send Joseph Waring to the free throw line for the 1-1. Jackson checks back into the ballgame for the Bears at the 1:20 mark, replacing Reese, as Waring readies for the first free throw of the 1-1. Free throw is up, in and out as it rings around. Overton gets the rebound. Knight reaches in and over his back. And Jace Knight called for the foul. That'll be his first foul. The 15th foul for the Eagles with 1:19 left in the first half. A 3-point lead, 34-31 for your Georgetown Eagles. Jackson will dribble up across the timeline. Center of the court. He pitches it to Rodella. Back to Jackson. Move it all around. Left wing. Tyson gets it. And he'll fire the three. Tyson hits another three-pointer. His 6th point of the ball game. That ties the game up with 1 minute left in the half. 34-34. Campbell dribbles. Hits it to Lachlan. Left baseline. He'll fire the three. Kate Lachlan is on fire this quarter. That's his 9th point of the quarter. And a 3-point lead back for the Eagles. 44 seconds left in the half. Jackson dribbles across the timeline. Tyson left wing. Up top to Rodella. He'll dribble there. Back out. Back skip pass into the hands of Tyson left wing. 1-3-1 defense now for the Eagles. Jackson will dribble in. Right wing. Kick it in the middle to Overton. He spins up towards the bucket. Ball bounces around. No good. Battle for the rebound. It's going to be out of bounds off of Miller. Waring battling in between Overton and Miller. The Eagles will get the ball back with 25 seconds left in the quarter. In the first half, Coach Canfield calls for one shot. Overton with a quick spin there. Just couldn't get the ball to bounce. It bounced on the rim 3 or 4 times before coming up, and the Eagles getting possession. Campbell will walk it off across the timeline. 16 seconds left in the half. Campbell covered by Rodella. Near the midcourt stripe. He's going to get the screen by Jace Knight. Right wing. Campbell all the way in. Ball slapped away from him by Miller, out of bounds. So with 6.4 seconds left in the half, the Eagles will inbound underneath their own bucket. Campbell ready to inbound with a 3-point lead. Last shot here for the half. They're going to kick it to Lachlan, left baseline. He tries to dribble. Jackson reaches in, takes it away. Tries to skip pass off of Knight. Knight knocks it back up off of Jackson. So with 1.3 seconds left, the Eagles have it. And with 1.31 seconds left, Coach Canfield is going to call his second 30-second timeout of the half. Try to draw up a play. It's going to have to be a catch and shoot with 1.3 seconds left. But a great play there. Jackson reached in, grabbed the ball, took it away from Lachlan, but then tries to throw a pass down court real quick. And Jace Knight goes up with his height and bats it back into the face of Jackson and knocks it out of bounds off Jackson. So the Eagles will have a shot here with 1.3 seconds left, leading by 3, 37-34. Campbell, Knight, Dalton Kyle, Joseph Waring, and Cade Lachlan in the ballgame for the Eagles. Jackson will cover the inbound. Lachlan sets to throw it here. Lachlan goes to inbound. And he's going to be whistled. 5-second violation. Doesn't get it in. So the Bears will get it back with 1.31 seconds on the Eagles' end of the court, just on the 10 feet to the left of the center timeline. Tyson will inbound there. He'll throw it out to the middle of the lane. Miller gets it. Tries to throw it up as he fell down. And it's no good. And that's how we end the first half with your Eagles leading by 3, 37-34. So a good battle coming back there in the second quarter for the Eagles. So they go into the halftime with the lead after trailing by 4 at the end of the first quarter. We'll take a quick timeout. enjoy some halftime refreshment, and be back with some stats in the start of the second half here on SHN Sports coverage of Georgetown Eagle basketball. Welcome back to SHN Sports presentation of Georgetown Eagle basketball. I'm Wally Harmon alongside the wife tonight on Valentine's Day, Jerry Ann Harmon, helping on the computer scoreboard, and Nathan Hyde on the camera. Halftime, 37-34. The Eagles make a comeback in the second quarter. They were down 21-17 at the end of the first. Get a 3-point lead here to start the third quarter. Go over some scoring real quick as the team's ready for the third quarter. For the Bears of Bastrop, Tyson had 6, Overton with 2, Proctor with 3, Miller with 8, and Isaac Rodella leads all scorers with 15. The Eagles spread it out. Landry Woods with 2, Aaron Bazell with 2, Joseph Waring with 5, Jace Knight with 5, Chance Teeley with 6, Garrett Campbell with 8, and the leading scorer for your Eagles, all in the second quarter, Cade Lachlan with 9 points. So we sit here, 37-34 to start the second half. The Eagles will have the ball to start. Cade Lachlan, Garrett Campbell, Chance Teeley, Dalton Kyle, Landry Woods started out for your Eagles, left to right in the mind's eye view. Cade Lachlan left wing into the hands of Teeley. Teeley will drive the left baseline. He stops at the block, kicks it back out to Dalton Kyle, right wing, Garrett Campbell. Cade Lachlan on the right baseline. He'll go up top to Teeley. Teeley whistled for the travel. Turnover Eagles. Bastrop will have the ball. Bastrop's lineup to start the second half is the same as their starting lineup. Rodella, Tyson, Reese, Miller, and Luciano Stasuli. Reese across the timeline, gets a double high screen. Slips through it. Stasuli, right wing into the hands of Rodella. He fakes there. Tries to dribble in. Now he kicks back out top to Tyson. And they'll run a little weave here. Stasuli, right wing. Hits to a cutting Miller. Right block. Blocked by Teeley. Palms it on top and brings it back down into the hands of Kyle. Campbell tries to hit a baseball pass into the hands of Teeley. Stolen by Miller. Turnover for the Eagles. Bears come back. Opposite way. 7:10 left in the third quarter. Reese looks to drive on Lachlan. Cut off. Goes up top to Tyson. He bats it away into the hands of Rodella. He'll reset the offense against Campbell. Stops at the top of the key. Looks to drive in. Hits Reese right wing. Reese drives now, kicks out to Tyson. He dribbles to the right wing. He looks to drive now to the free throw line. Left block on Teeley. And he's going to be whistled for the travel. Doing a lot of skipping as he went down there. Good call there. Turnover Bears. So no scoring here in the first minute, 12 seconds of the third quarter. Eagles still hold the 3-point lead, 37-34. Campbell will get the inbound pass from Dalton Kyle and walk it up across the timeline, center of the court. Man-to-man defense being played by the Bears as well. Lachlan right wing. He'll dribble to the top of the key. Stop. Pop three-pointer. No good. Off the back iron. Stasuli with a rebound. Landry Woods slaps it off. Tries to slap it off him. And it goes out of bounds off Woods. That'll be a rebound. Or turnover. Into the hands now of the Bears. Rodella across the timeline. Left side against Campbell. Left-handed dribble down to the left baseline. Stop, pop, 10-footer. Rims in and out, around, no good. Rebound Miller. He goes back up. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound Cade Lachlan. Eagles come back across the timeline. Garrett Campbell, right wing, into the hands of Lachlan. Now to Landry Woods at the right elbow. Back to Lachlan, right wing. Campbell has it, top of the key. Left elbow, looks for the cutter. Now he'll just take the jumper. From the left elbow, Garrett Campbell knocks down his first two. His 10th point of the ball game. And moves it to a 5-point lead for the Eagles, 39-34. Tyson back across the timeline. Left wing for the Bears. Skip pass to Reese on the right wing. A rainbow pass. Reese behind the back. Tries to skip it over to Miller. Cut off by Dalton Kyle. Good defense there by Dalton Kyle. Still for the Eagles. Campbell has it across the timeline, center of the court. Resets the offense. Left wing into the hands of Cade Lachlan. Lots of movement, screening against the man defense. Campbell up top. He drives all the way in. Right block. Throws up the layup off the glass. Reese tries to draw the charge. Can't get it there, but that's Garrett Campbell's 4th point of the half, 12th of the ball game. And a 7-point lead, the largest of the night for the Eagles with 5:15 left in the third quarter. 41-34. Eagles lead it over Bastrop. Here in the third quarter, Tyson has it on the right side. He'll dribble down to the right wing. Give it to the hands of Stasuli on the right elbow. Back to Reese on the right baseline. He dribbles up to the wing, back to the baseline. Picks up his dribble. Lachlan harasses him. Pass up top into the hands of Tyson. He dribbles there against Woods to the right wing. Tries to dribble past him. Good defense by Woods to cut him off. Skip pass to Reese left wing. He'll fire up a three-pointer. and knock it down. Reese with his first 3 points of the ballgame. Eagles quickly down. Lachlan with the layup, but he's going to be fouled. I believe it's going to be on Stasuli. And that's his fourth foul. Luciano Stasuli with his fourth personal foul. First team foul for the Bears in the second half. But more importantly, the big man for the Bears with 4 fouls here with 4:40 left in the third quarter. Lachlan knocks down the first of 2 free throws. Second free throw is also a swish. 43-37. Eagles lead it by 6 over the Bears with 4:35 left in the third quarter. 43-37. Eagles have a 6-point lead. Tyson across. Top of the key. Dribbles against Thiele. Down to the right wing. Hands it off to Rodella. He'll stop and pop. He'll fire a 3. Short off the front iron. Rebound. Dalton Kyle. Good job on defense again by Kyle. Campbell has it. He'll bring it across the timeline. Quickly. Looks down low. Gets it to Woods' left block. He'll go up and get it over Stasuli and knock it down. Landry Woods with his first 2 of the second half. 4th point of the night. And Coach Burkett takes a timeout at the 4:12 mark, down by 8, 45-37. It's going to be a full timeout for the Bears. Take a quick timeout with them. Be right back with the rest of the third quarter here on SHN Sports. Welcome back to the Eagles. That's here at Georgetown High School. 4:12 left in the third quarter. The Eagles lead it by 8, 45-37. The Bears will have the ball after the timeout by Coach Burkett. Tyson will inbound. Full court pressure now, man-to-man defense, as Jackson checks into the ball game for the Bears. He dribbles across the timeline, gets it back to Tyson. Tyson against Thiele, right wing, into the hands of Rodella. He'll get a screen, try to dribble down to the baseline, cut off by Jace Knight. Now he'll cut to the middle of the court. Back to Miller, left baseline. He'll fire up a shot short off the iron. Rebound, Jace Knight for the Eagles. Knight and Bazell in for the Eagles after the timeout for Woods and Dalton Kyle. Bazell on the cut, gets it, forces it up against 2 men, and Bazell gets the ball. Nice pass by Thiele from the right wing down to Bazell. And Bazell knocks it down for his 4th point of the ball game. Extends the lead to 10, 47-37. And now we're going to get a foul on the backside as Tyson tried to dribble from the left wing into the free throw line. He's called for a foul. Thiele, that'll be his first foul. And the first team foul for the Eagles as Overton checks in, replacing Stasuli for the Bears. Inbound to the backcourt in the hands of Jackson. Hands it to Miller now on the right wing. Hits Overton at the free throw line, batted away from him, and now he picks it back up. Great defense by Jace Knight. The Eagles attacking on the defensive end. Dalton Kyle with a couple of plays so far early in the third quarter, and now Jace Knight slaps it away. Overton gets it back, but shuffles the feet. Turnover Bears. Eagles have it with 3:20 left in the third quarter, leading by 10. Campbell across the timeline, right wing in the hands of Thiele. Covered there by Miller in the man-to-man defense for the Bears. Back to Campbell up top. He'll dribble to left wing, curls in. Hits Lachlan left baseline. Three-pointer up. Rattles in and out. No good. Battle for the rebound. Off Bazell into the hands of Rodella. Here come the Bears. Rodella against Gamble. He'll get across the timeline. Dribble to the left side. Man-to-man defense still for the Eagles with 2:55 left in the third quarter. Rodella drives. Stops and pops from the free throw line. Knocks it down. His 17th point of the ball game. Cuts it back to 8-point lead now for the Eagles. And Campbell whistled for the travel. He stopped, was going to pass it. The cutter had gone. And they whistling for the travel. Turnover Eagles as Clay Thomas and Joseph Waring check in for Chance Thiele and Cade Lachlan. Campbell, Waring, Bazell, Thomas, and Knight on the floor. Steal as Rodella tries to dribble against a 2 double team. Campbell got it. He falls to the ground, tries to get it to a streaking Jace Knight. It's stolen. Here come the Bears back. Jackson drives in. Left wing into the hands of Tyson. He dribbles there. Ball stripped by Campbell, and it's a battle for the ball on the floor now. Tyson has it, but it's going to be a jump ball. No! Called timeout by Coach Burkett. Good call by the Bears as Tyson had gone to the ground and gotten possession. They call a quick timeout, so the Bears will retain possession after the timeout at the 2:19 mark. Coach burns it there, down by 8. 47-39. The Eagles have expanded their halftime lead from 3 to 8. Defensive end, you can see the intensity picking up for your Eagles. Both teams still playing the man-to-man here at the 2:19 mark of the third quarter. So we'll set the lineups again out of the timeout. Campbell, Bazell, Thomas, Waring, and Jace Knight for your Eagles. Now you're going to have Jackson, Proctor, Rodella, Overton, and Miller for the Bastrop Bears. Jackson inbounds to Rodella, back to Jackson left baseline. Thinks about it. He's covered by Clay Thomas. Dribbles up. Now up top, Proctor has it against Waring. He'll go, throws a skip pass into the right corner. Rodella had cut. He had Overton on the right wing and tried to throw it to the corner. Rodella cut in the baseline. Turnover Bears. Waring inbounds the ball to Campbell. He'll walk it up the court across the timeline. Center of the court with 2:05 left in the third quarter. Hands it to Waring. Motion offense being run. Now back to Jace Knight. Waring goes back and gets it. Now Thomas, left baseline. Down low to Campbell, posted up. Now up top to Waring. Loses the ball, gets it back. Pressured there. Now he gets it to Thomas. Thomas backs it out, top of the key. Resets the offense. Right wing into the hands of Jace Knight. Bazell tries to cut down low, and he's fouled by Jackson. He ties up Bazell there, so Jackson will be whistled for the foul. That'll be Jackson's second personal foul, second team foul for the Bears, as Landry Woods checks back into the ball game, replacing Garrett Campbell for the Eagles. Bazell inbounds into the hands of Waring. Left wing Knight. He has it there. Goes to Woods. Nice cutting Bazell. The ball went off a foot. It looked like it went off Jackson's foot. They're going to whistle it off of Bazell's. A nice dish to the cutting Bazell. Ball knocked free. Out of bounds off the Eagles. Bears have the ball with a minute and a half left in the third quarter. Jackson across the timeline. Looks to drive. Kicks it to Proctor right baseline. He dribbles up to the wing. Overton steps in. He throws up a shot. No good. Rebound Miller, and he'll put it back. Jared Proctor whistled for a technical foul for talking. The referee turns and talks to Coach Burkett. He's been running his mouth. And Burkett did it, or Proctor did it earlier after he nailed the three. He was showboating a little bit. And so he's technical foul issued. Mr. Dipsy-doo. Clay Thomas to the free throw line to shoot the technicals. Misses the first one. Second free throw, he knocks it down. Thomas knocks it down, extends the lead back to 7 now, 48-41 with 1:15 left here in the third quarter. Eagles will get the ball back at the midcourt stripe. Knight will inbound for the Eagles there. Get it to Thomas on the right baseline. Down to Woods on the right block. He'll spin to the middle lane, kick it back up top. Knight fires the three, and it's good. Jace Knight knocks down the three. Nice in and an out handling there. Woods gets it, spins, and kicks it out to the open man. Assist Woods, three-point bucket Knight. Jackson dribbles against pressure, gets it down low. Stolen by Knight. Good defense by Jace Knight again. Skip pass to Bazell. Up and in. Goes up, and he's fouled hard by Jackson. Bazell can't cushion his ball. He goes down hard on the right side as he went up for the dunk. Jackson with the foul. That'll be Jackson's third personal foul. Third team foul for the Bears at the 52-second mark of the third quarter. Bazell goes to the free throw line for two foul shots. His first one, he knocks it down. 5th point of the ball game for Bazell. Back to now to the biggest lead, an 11-point lead now for the Eagles, 52-41 as Justin Reese checks in. Let's see. It is Justin Reese checks back in for Rodella as Bazell knocks down the second free throw, extends it to 12 points for the Eagle lead. 53-41 with 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Jackson across the timeline, right wing to Reese. Now up top to Tyson near the midcourt stripe. He'll dribble back to the right side, get it to Jackson on the right wing. Jackson holds there, a little zone defense now. Change up here in the end of the quarter for the Eagles. Reese fakes the pass. He'll step in, fire the three. No good. Waring gets the rebound. 25 seconds left in the quarter. Eagles come down with a 12-point lead. Coach Canfield calls for the last shot of the half here. 20 seconds on the clock as Reese pressures Waring. He'll give it to Bazell. Bazell will dribble up top against Jackson, and Jackson whistled for the foul. And that'll be Jackson's 4th personal foul, 3rd of the quarter, and the 4th team foul. So now Stasuli and Jackson both with 4 fouls for the Bears. Knight inbounds into Thomas. Down low to Woods. Back cut Bazell. What an assist. Landry Woods to Bazell. Great cut. And the layup. Bazell with his 2nd field goal to the half. And now a steal. Jace Knight to Bazell. He's going to go in for the dunk. And fouled again. And no call. Let's see if they call it. The whistle blows. And nothing. They're going to call the clock out as Jackson contested it. They blow that whistle there. Jackson's out of the ballgame with 5 fouls, and they let it go out. And that's how we end the quarter, 55-41. I tell you what, the pass from Landry Woods to Bazell was phenomenal for the assist. And that's where we get it to go to half, up by 14. For your Eagles. Quick thank of our sponsors, and we'll be right back here on SHN Sports, coverage of Eagle basketball.
Georgetown Eagle basketball brought to you in part by Mimi and Boyd Kyle, Corbin Thomas, Robin and Jeffrey Knight, David and Yvonne Woods, and Laura Woods.
Back for the 4th quarter. The Bears inbound. Reese has it on the right wing, and he's whistled for the travel. So the Bears open up the 4th quarter down 14 and commit a turnover in the first 5 seconds, giving the ball back to the Eagles. Bazell, Waring, Thomas, Knight, and Woods still in for your Eagles. Waring left wing into the hands of Bazell. He'll dribble up. Now right wing to Waring. Down to the cutting Landry Woods, right block. He'll stop, pop a 10-foot jumper. Up, in and out, no good. Rebound, Overton. He tries to get it out to Rodella. Batted out of bounds by Bazell. Good defensive pressure there. But the Bears get the ball back with 7:38 left in the ball game. The Bears switch to a zone defense, and now the Eagles do too. The 1-3-1 with Knight up top, and all the height that he has advantage there over the guards of Bastrop. Rodella on the right wing. He dribbles there, tries to kick it back to Reese, now left side. Reese fakes, goes to the line, batted away. Oh, what a play by Landry Woods. Good defensive play. He blocked the ball out away from the middle feed, but they whistle it from behind. They'll call him on the push. 2nd team foul for the Eagles, 2nd personal foul for Landry Woods. 7:19 left in the ball game. 55-41. Eagles lead it by 14. Reese inbounds to Rodella, right wing. He dribbles, tries to penetrate, hits Tyson left wing. He'll fire the left-handed three-point shot. Air ball into the hands of Landry Woods. Here come the Eagles. Waring brings it up across the timeline. Left side into the hands of Thomas. Thomas drives in, hits Wood at the free throw line. Woods will take a dribble in. Floater up over Overton. Landry Woods getting more aggressive here in the second half. His 4th point of the half, 6th of the ball game. Makes it a 16-point ball game. 57-41. Bears across the timeline. Tyson right wing into the hands of Reese. Zone defense. Now Miller at the free throw line. Rodella left wing. He'll fire the three. He hasn't hesitated to shoot all night. It's no good. Woods battles for the rebound. Gets it over Overton as he falls to the floor. Here come the Eagles. Thomas, he drives in from the right wing. Stop, pop. He got pushed. No call. Rebound, Landry Woods. Woods will back it out. And Woods is going to be fouled. Overton not happy. And so he fouls Woods there. And he's whistled for the foul. Great job of Landry getting lots of rebounds here in the second half. The aggressiveness picking up. That'll be Overton's first personal. He'll come out of the ball game. But the 15th foul for the Bears. 6.5 minutes left in the ball game. As Stasuli checks in. Knight gets the inbound. He'll go up underneath, reverse, no good. Rebounded by Miller. Good job at blocking out there against Waring. Here come the Bears. Tyson dribbles across the timeline. Skips it up top to Rodella. He'll dribble to the top. Now left wing to Tyson. Thinks about the three. Dribbles down to the baseline. Pushes off. Now circles back out to Rodella, left wing. Zone defense has changed things up for the Bears. Forces a pass down low to Miller. He floats an air ball over the rim. Rebounded by Bazell. Skip pass down to Knight at the right elbow, or right block. He goes up hard. It's no good. Rebound by Woods, and it goes out of bounds. Good effort there by Woods. But the Bears will get the ball back. 57-41 with 5:58 left in the ball game. The change in defensive pressure has stymied the Bear offense this second half. Right wing is Reese. He holds there, dribbles. Now he'll try to skip pass, try to bounce pass. Now he gets it up. Skip pass over the top to Rodella. Rodella fires a fastball from about 5 feet away from Thomas. Thomas can't handle it. Turnover against the Bears. Eagles have it back with 5:40 left in the ballgame. Waring across the timeline. Man-to-man defense now again by the Bears. Bazell has it right baseline. He holds there. Now he'll dribble up to the wing, dribble into the right elbow, force his way in and shoot. Up, no good. Battle for the rebound between Miller and Bazell. Ball around. Bazell. Miller gets a seat and gets the ball. Kicks it to Tyson. Here come the Bears. Tyson tries to dribble in. Kicks it out to Reese, right baseline. He goes up top to Rodella. Rodella drives into the free throw line. Hits Miller, left baseline. 10-footer short off the rim, no good. Rebounds to Sully. Blocked from behind by Bazell. But the foul called there. That'll be on Aaron Bazell. That'll be his fourth team personal foul. Third team foul for the Eagles. But Stasuli goes back to the free throw line. For 2 free throws. He makes this free throw. 1 for 3 now on the night. Only the 8th point of the half for the Bears. Make it the 9th point. They came in with 34 to start the half and only have 9 points in the second half. Thanks to the defense of the Eagles stiffening up. 57-43, a 14-point lead. Left wing, Klay Thomas has it. He'll hit it to Woods on the left block against Stasuli. He'll spin into the baseline and gets it up and in off the glass. What a great take by Landry Woods. He has gotten more and more aggressive this half. 6 points in the half, 8 for the ball game. And a 16-point lead with 4:45. Skip pass from Tyson to Jackson, picked off by Bazell. He drives in, right baseline floater, no good. Goes up, gets his rebound, and puts it up in the air. And good. Bazell with a great take. And follows it up and puts it back in. Padding the rebound and shot stats. Extends it to an 18-point lead now. 61-43 with 4:25 left in the ball game. Tyson right wing, now to Jackson on the right baseline. Down low to Miller. He goes up, blocked from behind by Landry Woods. Gets it to Waring, and here come the Eagles across the timeline. Waring dribbles against Tyson. He'll go all the way in. Around Stasuli for the layup. What a take by Joseph Waring. His first 2 points of the second half moves it to a 20-point lead. 63-43 with 4 minutes left in the ball game. Jackson on the right wing against the zone pressure. Goes up top to Tyson. He'll chase it down, and he steps on the sideline. Turnover Bears. The pressure being applied, and here come the substitutions. Zane Champagne checks in for the first time tonight for the Eagles, along with Dalton Kyle, Garrett Campbell, Chance Teeley. Klay Thomas will stay on the floor. And now pressure being applied. Right wing, Champagne, right baseline. Back to Campbell on the right side. He goes up top to Teeley. Thinks about the three, steps in, back out to Garrett Campbell, reset the offense. Jackson pressures him up top. Garrett dribbles, kicks in. Champagne, right baseline, stops, kicks it back out to Campbell. Kyle swinging around Thomas, left wing. Thomas holds there. Now hits Campbell. Back to Thiele, left baseline. Now we'll swing it all the way back around the other side. Right baseline, Kyle. He'll fire a wide open three off the side of the backboard. No good. And then he goes and fouls Stasuli. They're called a foul on Dalton Kyle. His first personal foul, 4th team foul. So the Bears get the ball back, trailing by 20 with 3:18 left in the ball game. Rodella gets it across to Tyson, across the timeline, right side. Now up top to Jackson. Eagles back in the man-to-man defense. Left wing, Rodella against Garrett Campbell. Jab step. Now he dribbles down to the left baseline. Kicks it into Stasuli. Now down low to nice pass by Stasuli. Right block to a cutting Overton. He gets the layup. Overton's first 2 points of the second half, only his 4th of the ball game. Eagles back down. Kyle drives in, throws it up off the glass, but he's fouled on the way up. We'll see what they call it on. That's on Stasuli, and that's his 5th foul. He is out of the ball game. 16 foul on the Bears. Stasuli will take a seat with the Bears trailing by 18 at the 2:48 mark. Picks up his 5th foul, sending Dalton Kyle back to the free throw line for the first time tonight for Kyle here in the 4th quarter. He gets 2 free throws. He readies for the first. It's on the way. Kyle knocks down that free throw. 64-45. Now Austin Frias checks into the ball game for the first time for the Eagles, replacing Clay Thomas. Kyle knocks down the 2nd free throw. Back to a 20-point lead with 2:45 left in the ball game. Tyson across the timeline, down low to Miller. He goes up against Thiele, blocked. And the official standing at the midcourt stripe calls the foul, while the one under the bucket looked at the block and appeared to like it. Foul on Chance Thiele, his 2nd personal foul, 5th team foul. That sends Miller to the free throw line for the Bears for 2 free throws. His first free throw is short, off the front of the rim, no good. Miller currently with 10 points in the ball game. Trying to cut into this 20-point lead the Eagles have on Bastrop with the 2:40 mark of the 4th quarter. Free throw, that one up and around and out, no good. Battle for the rebound. Overton loses it as he falls. Campbell gets it, hits Thiele. Thiele goes for the dunk, no good. A little too far out there. A rebound into the hands of Rodella. Here comes the Bears. Rodella drives all the way down. It runs a floater up off the rim, no good. Battle for the rebound, batted loose. Rodella, Campbell fight for it. Campbell comes away with it. He dribbles up the middle of the court between 2 Bears. Frias, he'll fire a right baseline 3. No good. Into the hands of Miller. Here come the Bears. Rodella breaks free, and he'll get the layup on the snowbird there by Rodella. Cuts it back to 18, 65-47 with 2 minutes left in the ballgame. 2 minutes left in the ballgame. Thiele will fire from the right baseline. His 3, no good. Rebound Miller. Here come the Bears across the timeline. Jackson, right wing. He dribbles there. He'll dribble in the middle of the lane. Loses control of the ball. It's stolen away by the Eagles. Thiele has it across the timeline. Now he'll back it out. Frias has it right wing. He'll hold up there. Back to Thiele, right baseline. Down low to Kyle. Kyle goes up against Overton. Up off the glass. Good. Get the foul and 1. Dalton Kyle and Overton have been battling. And that Dalton Kyle gets the better half of that one here as Overton whistled for his 2nd personal foul, 17 foul, as Proctor and Shute check into the ball game for Rodella and Tyson on the Bears side of the ball. Kyle gets the 2-point bucket and a chance at the old-fashioned 3-point play. 20-point lead, 67-47 at the 136 mark left in the ball game. Kyle's free throw up, no good. And Miller tracks it down to the right wing, and they whistle Kyle for the foul. He's replaced. He fouls to get Jace Knight into the ballgame. And senior Dalton Kyle checks out with his 2nd personal foul, 16 foul. 1 minute, 30 seconds left in the ballgame. Jackson dribbles across the timeline. Tries to go right wing, picked off by Thiele. Thiele dribbles in, now back out. Up top, Champagne. He steps in the free throw line. Skips it back out to Thiele. He'll do floater left baseline. Nice 12-foot jump shot by Thiele. He knocks that one down. Teely with his first 2 of the second half moves it to a 22-point lead. Biggest of the night. Jackson in, blocked away by Knight. Teely now will get the dunk. He goes up and the 2-point flush. Chance Teely gets the 2-point jam. He finally got it. Nice job there. Good job by the Eagles to get it out to him as he cut free. Teely with 4 now here in the fourth quarter. Extends it to a 24-point lead. And now Teely will foul Proctor. And that's senior Chance Teely. That's his opportunity to walk away for his last senior game as Austin Frias slaps his hand. Cade Lachlan checks in as Teely gets a big hand and lots of hugs on the sideline. Chance Teely out in his last ball game. Proctor goes to the free throw line for the 1-on-1. He misses the first free throw. Jace Knight gets the rebound, and he's fouled from behind by Miller. Miller gets the foul there, his second personal, 8th team foul. That'll send Jace Knight to the free throw line, and here comes Joseph Waring, replacing senior Garrett Campbell. Waring gives Campbell a hug, and Champagne slapping hands as Campbell gets a standing O from the Georgetown faithful. And lots of high fives on the bench as Garrett Campbell checks out of his last game here in Georgetown. Jace Knight to the free throw line for the 1-on-1. It's off the back iron, no good. Rebound by Overton. Jackson across the timeline with 34 seconds left in the ballgame. Shoot, drives in, floater up off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound, Lachlan. He'll get it to Waring. Waring will push it up across the timeline, right side. He'll back out there. Dribble out the clock here with 20 seconds left. Shoot steps up, so he'll pass across the Lachlan left side. He'll dribble against Proctor. Hand it back to Waring. Eagles looking to run the clock out. Champagne back up top to Waring, left side. Now to Jace Knight. He'll dribble in, kick it back to Waring, left side. Waring holds it there as Proctor pushes up against him. And with 1 second left, and that's going to be the ball game. A 24-point victory against the Bastrop Bears, 71-47 on senior night. The Georgetown Eagles, what a turnaround, 21-17 at the end of the first quarter. They go on a 50-30 run. They outscore the Bastrop Bears considerably in the last 3 quarters. What a ball game. A great second half of defense for the Eagles. Quick timeout, come back with final stats, and sign off for the stepped on my cord. Sorry. Sign off for the evening here with Eagle Basketball on SHN Sports.
Georgetown Eagle Basketball brought to you by Realtor Amy Waring, your local real estate connection that is a positive, helpful partner for buying or selling a home. Call Amy at 512-255-1060 or find her online at bunnyflonde.com, BUNNYFLONDE.com. And Stacy Campbell of Cutco, an American original since 1949. Cutco is the largest manufacturer of kitchen cutlery in the United States and Canada. And by God's Country RV Park. Go Eagles! Georgetown Eagle Basketball brought to you in part by Mimi and Boyd Kyle, Corbin Thomas, Robin and Jeffrey Knight, David and Yvonne Woods, and Laura Woods.
Welcome back to Georgetown High School, where your Eagles put on an old-fashioned beatdown of the Bastrop Bears here tonight, 71-47 on senior night. For the Bastrop Bears, Tyson had 6. Miller had 10. Reese had 3. Stasuli only had 2. Overton had 4. Proctor had 3, and their leading scorer tonight, number 3, Isaac Rodella, had 19 points. For your Georgetown Eagles, Landry Woods had 8, Cade Lachlan with 11, Aaron Bazell with 12, Joseph Waring with 7, Jace Knight with 8, and your seniors, Clay Thomas, Mr. Dipsy-Doo, ends with only 1 point tonight, 4 for Dalton Kyle, 10 for Chance Teeley, and 12 points for Garrett Campbell. So your Eagles win it here at home, 71-47. They improve 23-10 on the season, or correction, 21-11 on the season, 7-4 in District 18 play. They are guaranteed at least third place now after that win with 1 game remaining as Cedar Creek faced off against Hutto tonight. The remaining games on Tuesday will be Georgetown at Elgin, 7 p.m. We'll be on air about 6:45, 6:50 from Wildcats Gymnasium. Cedar Creek plays at Eastview, and Maynard finishes off at Bastrop. Hutto finishes tonight on the road at Cedar Creek. They are your District 18 champions, and we'll round out all of that as we look to try to figure out the playoff setup against District 17 in the week coming after next Tuesday. So we sign off tonight here after a big win for your Georgetown Eagles on senior night, 71-47. Join us again on Tuesday for more Eagle basketball in the last regular season ball game before the playoffs begin. Thanks for listening tonight here on SHN Sports. Have a good Valentine's evening, and see you next week.